Jake, I'm excited to be announcing that we're going to be providing RTK banding for our customers to give them the accuracy that they've been looking for.
Absolutely, Chris. And I tell you what, I know that you personally have been working very hard on this. I know the farmer customers in our locations that have demoed this approach have worked very hard too. So it's been a good team effort. I tell you what, so we know that these 15-inch dribble bands that we traditionally use, they work well, they serve their purpose. We know we can get an extra 5 bushel over broadcasting dry, but we also know that some of our customers are looking for the next level in yield improvement, and we want to be here to provide that. So Chris, tell us a little bit about, number one, tell us a little bit about the guidance system part of this. Tell us about that.
That's right. The farmer is going to be set up on an RTK network. He will then have to provide guidance lines for our floaters to follow on their own RTK system. So from there, I don't want to get into the weeds, and you're going to have to tune in for the lead sessions to learn more about the data sharing.
What about the nozzles? That was a whole nother issue that we had to deal with and fight through to make sure we can get this band applied very accurately.
That's right. So the first thing we had to do, or that we thought about, was first we had to cut off one of the hoses, and then we wanted to make it a little stiffer to provide that accuracy going down to the ground. But we decided that with these stiffer hoses, you get a lot of whipping throughout the field as you're driving and bouncing around. So then as we try to shorten it up, we discovered that the shorter they got, the worse it became as well. So finally, we had to get something that was nice and stiff and still provide us a solid stream down to the ground, providing a 4-inch swath, perfect for where that planter is going to be putting the seed.
Yeah, I like this because by the time this fertilizer stream got to the ground, that band was, 2 to 3 to 4 inches wide. And I think that's a nice balance between exposing as much of the roots as possible to nutrients, but also keeping that fertilizer band tight enough that you reduce fertilizer tie-up. So I like this approach a lot.
And Jake, if you're still worried about trying to get close to the ground, what we've come to is a braided hose that has quite a bit of rigidity to it, and on top of having the 12 pounds of suspension running down it, it provides that stiffness that's needed to get the nutrients down to the ground.
So Chris, through all your research looking at this project, you've decided that either one of these nozzles are a good option and both will work.
That is correct.
What did you find that the accuracy of this placement could be with either of these nozzle systems?
Yeah, so as we've been doing some of the beta testing throughout the field, we've learned that we can be within 3-inch accuracy to where that seed bed is going to be.
That's pretty good, Chris. Yes, and that's agronomically where we need to be.
That's right. So if you have more questions, please call the salesman, and please stay tuned for our lead session academies.
And if you're interested in this technology right now, there's still some time this fall to get this done. But we want to act quickly because there'll have to be some conversations about sharing guidance lines so we can make sure we get this done for you.